This is a full walkthrough for all of the campaign solutions. We will also be grabbing all of the level-specific achievements/trophies. As we hop in, I want to recommend that you play with a mouse, as all of the interactions in the game have to do with clicking, holding, and dragging objects, all of which are easier to do with a mouse. There will be timestamps in the description if there is a specific level you are stuck on, and with that, as we start the first level, all we need to do is straighten the picture. For the second level, we need to put all of the cat's toys back into the basket. However, you want to make sure that you grab and move around this specific toy for a little bit until your achievement/trophy pops. This is our first level specific achievement/trophy. For level 3, the marks at the top act as a hint. We just need to place the pencils in order from lightest to darkest, or basically just match them up to the little marks that are on the wall already. For level 4, you just need to place the sticky notes in order so that the scribbly line connects all the way across. Just like the first level, level 5 has us straightening pictures. All you need to do is straighten all 4 pictures on the wall. For level 6, we need to stack the papers in order from the largest to the smallest in the center of the screen. Level 7 is our first level with multiple solutions, and there's going to be many more of these as we go along. So first here we're going to slide the books in order from thickest to thinnest. Then we want to replay the level, and this time we're going to order the books from the tallest to the shortest. For level 8, we need to slide the video game cartridges over so that they are all stacked vertically in a line. Level 9 is the first level where the cat will start to interfere, and if you're able to slap the cat's paw away before it actually grabs anything, you will get an achievement/trophy. Don't worry though, there are plenty of other levels where you can get this done as well. Just keep that in mind. Now as for the solution here, we just need to recreate the different patterns using the stamps. Now some of the stamps will be hidden under the envelope, so make sure that you move things around to find all the stamps you need. Level 10 is another sticky note scribble that we need to put together. This time though, we're working on a grid instead of a horizontal line, so just follow along with what I do in order to put the picture together. For level 11, you need to count the number of colored pins of each color. So right here we have 3 red ones, so we know that we have to put them into the berry plant that has 3 spots. And then just do this over and over again for all of the colors. For level 12, you need to use all of the stickers on the left and right side to continue the pattern on the calendar. Just keep in mind that there are some spots where multiple stickers go on the same day. You can just follow along with what I do in order to get it completed. Level 13 is another 2-solution puzzle. For the first solution, we're going to create the pattern that's on the bottom of the books by moving all of the different books into position, so just follow along with what I do. For the second solution, we need to order the books from tallest to shortest, going from the sides to the middle. So the 2 largest should be on the sides, and then you work your way down to the middle, which should be the smallest book. For level 14, we have another one of these picture ones that we need to straighten all the pictures, except we're actually not straightening them necessarily, we're making them straight so that the picture is straight rather than the frame itself. So this one can be a little bit touchy, just as a heads up, as to where the perfect placement is, so just keep kind of messing around with them until they click into place. Level 15 is another sticky note scribble grid, except this one has a couple of spaces in it that you need to be aware of. So once again, just follow along with what I do on screen in order to make the correct scribble picture. Level 16 is our first puzzle with 3 solutions, so our first solution is going to be ordering them from left to right based on their sharpness, so the dullest on the left and the sharpest on the right. Our second solution, again from left to right, is based on their eraser size, with the smallest going to the left and the largest going to the right. And finally, we want to place the pencils in rainbow order based on their colors, so that is red, orange, yellow, green, blue from left to right. For level 17, we need to place all of the objects on the desk without having them overlap so that they fit perfectly. Level 18 has 2 solutions, so our first one is to place the books in rainbow order, but we also need to follow along with their gradient. So you'll need to go from multiple reds into multiple yellows, into multiple greens, into multiple blues. For the second solution here, we need to order them based on the stripes on their spines. So you should notice that there's a stripe on every single one of them, and what we need to do is order them from the highest stripe all the way down to the lowest stripe. For level 19, we have 2 more solutions, but before getting started with that, we're going to take all of the pencil shavings and throw them off the side of the screen. This should unlock an achievement/trophy for sweep them to the floor. However, I didn't actually unlock it here, and I unlocked it on a later level where you throw some crumbs on the floor, so just keep that in mind. It might pop here, it might pop later on. But anyways, continuing with this puzzle, we need to order them from left to right based on their height, so shortest to tallest. Our second solution is a little bit more difficult to explain. So first off, you want to clear off the shavings again, and then you're going to be ordering the pencils based on the symbols on the pencils. So all of the V's, I guess, will go to one side on the left, and all of the squigglies will go on one side to the right, with one of them having just a line on it which goes in the middle. And the way that it goes is from the middle line you want to work your way out to 1 squiggle, 2 squiggles, and then 3 squiggles, and on the left side you want to work your way from the middle to 1V, 2V, 3V. For level 20, you want to first move the 2 rightmost knobs to turn on the lights, and then you need to interact with the arm on the record player to put on the second song, so that is placing the arm in between the 2 outermost lines. Level 21 has 2 solutions, so first we're going to rotate the tomato cans so that the tomato images on the front of them all face us. For our second solution, going from left to right, we want to rotate the cans so that we can see the entire label across all of them. So the first can should be the tomato images, then the second can should be the nutritional facts and stuff on the back, and then the third can should be the rest of the label. Level 22 has 3 solutions, so we're first going to start by doing a gradient from yellow to green, starting on the left and going to the right until you have that gradient all the way across. Our second solution is to position the jars from tallest to shortest. And finally, we want to position the jars based on tallest to shortest liquid height, not the jar height. For level 23, we have 2 solutions. The first one is to stack all of the spoons together in the middle of the screen from largest to smallest. Our second solution is to line them up from largest to smallest, going from left to right. Level 24 again has 2 solutions, so the first one we're going for is to line up the designs on the bowls, and I would recommend working from the bottom up rather than what I'm doing here, as I'm going to have to correct myself in a moment once I realize that I can't make the pattern on the bottom. Our second solution is to rotate the bowls so that the crack meets all the way from the bottom to the top. So you just need to match the crack from the bottom bowl all the way through to the top bowl. Level 25 gives us two sets of jars with gradients, so we need to do the gradient from the top going from orange to black, and then on the bottom going from yellow to red, so just put them in the correct order to match the gradients. For our second solution, we need to move the jars so that the contents of each jar line up to create a path from the left to the right. For level 26, we need to replicate the checkered pattern on the top of the carton, and if you complete this in 2 moves like I just did, you'll get an achievement/trophy. For level 27, we need to match up the patterns on the bread ties so that they fit into each other. You also need to clear off the crumbs from the table. Now this is where I got my achievement/trophy for sweep them to the floor. If you didn't get it earlier, you'll probably get it here, or it might unlock on a later level where you still have to sweep things to the floor. So eventually that achievement/trophy should pop. Level 28 has 2 solutions, so the first one here is to remove all of the stickers from all of the fruit. Don't forget to spin them around to make sure that you've gotten all the stickers off of each of them. For the second solution, we want to once again remove all of the blue stickers. However, the red, orange, and green stickers we want to transfer to the correct fruit. So the red sticker goes on the apple, the orange sticker goes on the orange, and the green sticker goes on the pear. Again, you want to make sure that you get rid of all of the blue stickers though. For level 29, you need to place the pasta from left to right, going from the straightest to the curliest. For level 30, you need to match a part of the foreground of the cup with a part of the background of the cup. So for this first cup, it is that chimney and bird in the center. For the second cup, it's going to be one of the birds in the center of the cup, matches with one of the birds in the background of the cup. And then finally, for the third, it is going to be the fisherman on the boat, matching with another fisherman on a boat in the background. For level 31, we need to correct the placemat in the table setting, but then the cat is going to mess it up. This first time, you cannot stop the cat, but after that, once you correct it again, you need to click the cat's paw in order to stop it for an achievement/trophy. For level 32, you need to move everything on the plate in order to create a symmetrical pattern all the way around. For level 33, you need to move the cans so that all of the cans stack together based on their colors. So if you just follow what I'm doing, you should be able to finish this without much of an issue. For level 34, we need to position the postcards so that they all match their scenery. So for the most part, you want to pay attention to the water, and then somewhere in the middle there, you also need to match up some of the sky, but basically just match all of the pictures across all of the postcards to create the full picture. For level 35, we need to move around all of the items so that they all kind of just fit on the screen neatly. They will click into place when they are put in the correct spot, so just keep that in mind as well. For level 36, we need to slide the photos along the fridge in order to create a story, starting from left to right. For level 37, we need to move around the cleaning products so that they all fit into each other perfectly without any overlapping happening. For level 38, you need to arrange all of the batteries into the box, not only putting them into the correct spot, but also matching the different patterns and images on all of the batteries across them. Level 39 has 3 possible solutions, so first we're going to stack all of the coins together from largest to smallest. Next, we want to order the coins from largest to smallest, starting from the left to the right. And finally, from left to right, we want to order them based on the number of sides that they have from greatest to least. For level 40, we need to put all of the kitchen utensils into this container so that they fit perfectly without any overlapping. For level 41, we need to arrange the light bulbs so that they all fit perfectly on this board. For level 42, once again, we need to fill the container with all the items perfectly without any overlapping. Additionally, when it comes to the crayons, make sure that you put them in the order of the rainbow for another achievement/trophy. Level 43 has two solutions, so first we're going to spin the paint cans so that the paint drippings match all the way down. Then our second solution here is to rotate the cans so that we can line up a triangle using their labels. Now I want to mention that this one is super touchy and took me a while to actually get it correct, so if you don't get it immediately, you may want to move a little bit of the pieces around here and there until you finally get that completion. For level 44, we have two solutions here, and the first one is super simple. We're just going to sort the buttons by color. The final solution for level 44 is to sort the buttons based on the number of holes that they have. So all of the 1-hole buttons go together, all of the no-hole buttons go together, all of the 2, 3, and 4-hole buttons go together. And you just sort them like that. Level 45 has 3 solutions, so the first one is to place the keys in order from tallest to shortest, going from left to right. Next, we're going to sort them from left to right based on how many holes each key has, with the least starting on the left and the most going to the right. And finally, we're going to sort the keys from left to right based on their numbers. So you should notice at the bottom of each of them, they have like something that looks like a number or represents a number. So we're going to start with 1, 2, and then go all the way across until we've done all of the numbers in order. For level 46, we need to arrange everything into the toolbox so that it fits perfectly without overlapping. For level 47, we need to fit everything into the medicine cabinet without it overlapping. Make sure that you take the lid off of the jar in order to put the Q-tips inside of the glass jar, and then make sure that you put the cap back on the jar. For level 48, again, we need to arrange all of the tools so that they fit perfectly on the pegboard without any overlapping. For level 49, we have 3 solutions. For the first one, we're going to take the cloth and clean off all of the coins so they are squeaky clean. Next, we're going to make all of the coins as dirty as possible by clicking all of them. And finally, by using the cloth and our clicking, we're going to create a gradient from the dirtiest to the cleanest. Level 50 has 2 solutions, so the first is to sort them into the boxes based on color, so all the grays with the grays, all the greens with the greens, etc. For the second solution, we want to sort all of the items into the boxes based on their object type. So there's a bunch of gardening equipment, there are sports equipment, there are shoes, and then there's kind of like general technology. So you want to sort them all based on that. Level 51 is probably the most involved puzzle in the entire game. There are 2 ways to complete it. So the first way is by matching all of the different arrows on the boxes in order to create a path. I would recommend following what I'm doing on screen, pausing as you need to, completing some of the steps, and then watching more, coming back, completing more of the steps, pausing, rinse and repeat until you're able to complete it. So for this one, we are just trying to line up all of the arrows on the boxes to create a path to the star at the end. For the second solution on this puzzle, we actually need to match up all of the tape on the cardboard boxes. So again, I would recommend following along with what I'm doing on screen. Pause as you need to, do some of the steps, come back, watch some more, etc. But once you have made the full path using the tape on the boxes, you will complete this level. For level 52, you need to use the cloth to clean off the vase, and then you want to grab and drag all 3 flowers until they bloom. For level 53, you're basically just completing a puzzle trying to put all of the pieces back on the vase. Remember that you can rotate the vase as well so that you can do the back side too. Level 54 is our first multi-step puzzle, which means we're actually going to switch screens after we finish up here. The objective is to clean up all of the paw prints. However, as you just saw, I also cleaned up a coffee stain. Make sure that you clean up the coffee stain, and then on the second screen here, you also throw all of the leaves that have died or fallen off of the plant off the screen for an achievement/trophy. For level 55, you need to pull the extra leaves off of the plant in order to make it symmetrical. Now, I might be wrong, but I think you can just pull all of these leaves off and eventually it'll be symmetrical anyway, but otherwise you can just follow the path that I take to complete it. Level 56 has 3 solutions, so for the first one here, we're going to sort the leaves by color and gradient. Next up, we're going to sort them by the amount of ridges that the leaf has. So starting from left to right, we're going from most to least edge ridges. And finally, we're going to sort them in order based on the holes that they have so that the holes align from the back one all the way through to the front one. Level 57 is super easy as you just need to line up the plants, so all you need to do is switch the left and the right one's positions. Level 58 has 3 solutions again, and for the first one we're going to order them based on color gradient once more. Next, we're going to order the gems based on the amount of faces that they have. That's basically the amount of lines on the front of them, starting from least to most. And finally, we're going to order them based on their edges and how they fit into each other. For level 59, you're given basically a random assortment of items, and you just need to make a symmetrical pattern. There's plenty of different ways to complete this, which is why I've just skipped to the end where I'm completing it. But basically, you'll have 2 of most of the items, and you need to make some symmetrical patterns. Level 60 continues that symmetry motif, and on this one we need to once again pluck the leaves from the plants so that they're symmetrical from left to right. For level 61, you just need to make the columns match. So basically you're putting all of the gray striped ones in the same column, all of the white ones in the same column, all of the zebra print ones in the same column, etc. Level 62 is another random assortment of items where you need to create a symmetrical pattern. You can complete this a bunch of different ways, so do whatever you feel like. Level 63 features 2 solutions. So for the first one here, we're going to put all of the base color rocks, the solid colors, on the corner pieces. For the second solution, we need to put all of the multicolored rocks in a pattern so that they make an X. Level 64 is basically just a simple puzzle with gemstones. You just need to fit everything together into this box. Level 65 is again one of those symmetrical pattern ones, so just do whatever you feel like in order to create a symmetrical pattern. Level 66 has one solution, however you have to repeat it 3 times. So basically you're given this snowflake in the foreground and you need to zoom in and out on the snowflake parts in the background in order to match them up. You'll need to do this 3 times per snowflake for 3 different snowflakes to complete the level. For level 67, you need to grab the bugs as they fly onto screen and place them directly opposite of the same colored bugs that have already been caught in the spider's web. At the very end, a gold bug will fly into frame and you want to place that one in the center to complete the puzzle. For level 68, we have some more picture frames, but this time we actually have to guide an item throughout all of them. So at first here, I'm going to focus on just positioning the frames the correct way, and then we'll move the item along them. It is going to happen pretty quickly once it does happen, so just keep in mind that you will have to be moving some of the frames as the object moves too. For level 69, you need to move the clock hands so that they match the shadows in the background. That will be 305. For level 70, you need to move the shadows so that they match the pieces, and then you need to move the pieces in the order based on height from tallest to shortest, going left to right. For level 71, you need to move the stars around in order to create constellations of cats. You'll need to do this 3 separate times. However, this is really the only solution. You just do it across 3 different constellations. For level 72, you need to make the icons on the laptop match the background and everything else that's around the laptop. But also you need to make everything else match what's happening on the laptop. So just as an example, on the laptop, the globe is both yellow and green, but right now the globe is orange and blue, so we need to spin that around. So you will also need to manipulate objects in the background in order to match the laptop as well. For level 73, we need to create a match of every color and place it into the center match box. However, placing the matches into the different boxes creates different colors, so you have to do them in a certain order, so just follow along with what I'm doing on screen. Level 74 has two different solutions, so the first one here is to make all the candles the exact same height. So the way that this match works is that when it is black, it will cause a candle to shrink, and then the next time it'll turn white and it'll cause a candle to grow. So you need to use this to your advantage to make all of the candles the same size. For the second solution, again, we're going to be using the match to make the candles grow and shrink. However, this time we want it to go from the tallest to the shortest, going from left to right. For level 75, you need to position everything based on what the mirror shows. You can move the mirror around as well to see the full picture. You'll also have to manipulate some of the objects, like the candle. You need to click on the flame to extinguish it, since the flame isn't lit in the mirror, stuff like that. So just make sure that you do all of that to complete this puzzle. For level 76, you should notice the heart on the lamp. If you move the light over to the left, you then need to replicate that heart by pushing the different buttons on the machines in order to light up the lights. Once you've created your heart, you can move the lamp back into its regular starting position. Level 77 is the final level, and it is multi-staged, and during this first stage you need to pet the cat as the circles align, and you need to do this perfectly every time for an achievement/trophy. If you miss, I would recommend just pausing and resetting the level. Since this is the first stage of the level anyways, you can just go ahead and try again and again. For this section with the pencils, we just need to click and drag them and spin them. For the cat toys, one of the leftmost mouse is out of position, so go ahead and click and drag it into position. For the sticky notes, clicking them will rotate them 90 degrees. You need to click all of the necessary ones to rotate them back into position to continue the drawing all the way around. For the cans, you need to spin the rings around until all of the cans match in each of the sections. For the breakfast, you want to grab and rotate the eggs all the way out, and then you want to grab the forks and rotate them out, and then you want to grab the strawberries and rotate them out as well. For the soup cans, you just need to rotate them so that the tomato labels show, and you'll need to do this a couple of times. For the screws and lug nuts, you want to move the lug nut back into the correct position, and then you also want to flip any of the screws around that are facing the wrong direction. For the tools, you want to pay attention to which ones are clicking out of sync, and you just need to click on them to get them back into sync. And then once the scrapers appear, you want to spin them out. For the ladybugs, you just need to click on them in order from least spots to most. For the shadow rings, you need to spin them into position for all of the chess pieces. For the Tupperware, you need to stack them all together, and this is going to go on for a couple of screens. Eventually, you'll even get some food that you need to stack into them properly, including all of the crumbs and every last bit of the food. For the Tupperware Tower, there are 2 achievement/trophies that we can get here. However, we're only going to get one, and then we'll use level select to come back and get the other. So the objective here for the achievement/trophy is to stack every single possible spot. We need to fill all of the spots. However, at the same time, we need to keep in mind that the cat will only move forward as long as the next level has the same color Tupperware top. So you need to have a full level of gray or a full level of red or a full level of yellow in order for the cat to actually move forward. You need to use up all of the spaces in order to create the tallest tower possible for the achievement/trophy. Additionally, as far as I can tell, there's no timer or anything for this, so you can take as long as you need to in order to stack it properly. Now we'll take control of the cat and we can play through the first section of the credits, and during it we need to click every single name and title in this beginning credits section in order to get another achievement/trophy. So just make sure that you interact with all of them, knocking them all over the place. And finally, we're going to use level select to hop back into that Tupperware tower level in order to get the other achievement/trophy there. So for this achievement/trophy, you should notice this pattern of gray, red, yellow. We want to follow that pattern all the way up the tower. So the next platform that the cat jumps onto needs to be gray, then red, then yellow. Now the game does put some of these Tupperware pieces on after each level, after each jump that the cat makes, but don't worry if those don't match the color that you're working on. Just continue working on the color you're working on. So you only want to place gray when you're on the gray section. You only want to place red on the red section, even though right here the game gave me some yellow, I'm still only placing red. And you just need to do this all the way up the tower for another achievement/trophy. Keep in mind, again, that there are no real timers on this level, so you can take as long as you need in order to get it right.